Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Easy Way. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite seasons, winter.
Winter is a wonderful topic for English learners because we use so many special words and phrases to describe the cold weather, activities, and feelings during this season.
That's right. And throughout our conversation today, we'll stop to explain important words and phrases so you can learn them step by step.
We'll also share some personal winter stories and give you useful expressions you can use in your daily conversations.
So grab a cup of hot chocolate, get comfortable, and let's start talking about winter.
Mike, what's the weather like where you are right now?
It's freezing.
Let me explain that word to our listeners. When we say freezing, we mean extremely cold. It doesn't literally mean the temperature is 0 degrees. It's just a common way to say very, very cold.
Exactly. For example, you might say, I forgot my jacket and I'm freezing. Or, close the window, it's freezing in here.
Good examples. So, Mike, is it snowing where you are?
Not right now, but we had a snowstorm last week.
Oh, wow. A snowstorm is when it snows heavily with strong winds. It's more intense than just regular snow. How much snow did you get?
We got about 30 centimeters. The streets were covered in snow. Covered in snow means the snow is everywhere. On the ground, on cars, on roofs, everything is white. You can also say covered with snow. Both are correct.
That sounds beautiful. Did you have to shovel the snow?
Yes. Shovel the snow means to use a special tool, a shovel, to move snow away from your driveway or sidewalk. It's hard work. My arms were tired after shoveling for an hour.
I can imagine. In my city, we don't get much snow, but it gets really cold. The other morning, I saw frost on my car window. Frost is the thin white ice that forms on surfaces when the temperature drops below freezing at night. It looks like tiny ice crystals. Beautiful, but cold.
I know what you mean. And when it's really cold, we also get icicles hanging from the roof.
Icicles. Those are pointed pieces of ice that form when water drips and freezes. They hang down like frozen fingers. They can be dangerous if they fall, but they're pretty to look at.
You know what I hate, though? Black ice.
Oh, yes. Black ice is dangerous. Let me explain this to our listeners. Black ice is a thin layer of ice on the road that's almost invisible. It's called black because you can see the black road through it. It's very slippery and causes car accidents.
That's why in winter we always say, drive carefully, watch out for black ice.
So, Mike, when it's freezing outside, what do you wear to stay warm?
Oh, I bundle up. Bundle up is a great winter phrase. It means to wear many layers of warm clothing. Your mom might say, bundle up, it's cold outside. Or you might say, I bundled up before going outside.
I love that expression. So, what exactly do you wear?
Well, first I put on a thick sweater or a hoodie.
A sweater is a warm top made of wool or thick material. A hoodie is a casual sweatshirt with a hood. Both are perfect for winter.
Then I wear my winter coat. We also call it a jacket or a parka.
A parka is a very warm, long coat, usually with a hood. It's perfect for very cold weather. What else?
I always wear a scarf, a hat, and gloves.
These are essential winter accessories. A scarf goes around your neck to keep it warm. A hat, or we sometimes call it a beanie in winter, covers your head. And gloves cover your hands and fingers.
Some people wear mittens instead of gloves. What's the difference?
Good question. Gloves have separate spaces for each finger. Mittens have one space for your thumb and one big space for all your other fingers together. Mittens are often warmer because your fingers share body heat.
Ah, that makes sense. Don't forget about boots.
Yes, winter boots are special waterproof shoes that keep your feet warm and dry in snow and ice. We often call them snow boots.
And here's a useful tip. In winter, it's better to wear layers.
Wearing layers means wearing multiple pieces of clothing on top of each other. For example, a t-shirt, then a sweater, then a coat. This way, if you go inside and feel hot, you can take off a layer. If you're cold, you can put on another layer.
Perfect explanation. Take off means to remove clothing. Put on means to wear something.
Now let's talk about fun things to do in winter. Mike, what's your favorite winter activity?
I love skiing.
Skiing is a sport where you slide down snowy mountains on long, thin pieces of equipment called skis. Have you been skiing this winter?
Not yet, but I'm planning to hit the slopes next weekend. Hit the slopes is a fun expression that means go skiing. The slopes are the sides of mountains where people ski. So when you say, let's hit the slopes, you mean let's go skiing.
That sounds exciting. I'm not very good at skiing, but I love ice skating.
Ice skating is when you wear special boots with blades on the bottom, called ice skates, and you glide across frozen ice. Many cities have ice skating rinks in winter.
Yes, last week I went to an outdoor ice rink in the city center. It was magical. There were lights everywhere and people were skating around while music played.
That sounds lovely. What about kids? What do they like to do in winter?
Oh, kids love to build a snowman. Building a snowman is a classic winter activity. You roll snow into big balls, usually 3 balls of different sizes, and stack them on top of each other to create a person made of snow. Then you add stones for eyes, a carrot for a nose, and sticks for arms.
And kids love to have snowball fights.
A snowball fight is when people make balls out of snow and throw them at each other, just for fun. You make a snowball by packing snow together with your hands. Then you throw it. It's playful, not dangerous.
I remember having epic snowball fights with my brother when we were kids.
That's a nice memory. Some people also enjoy sledding.
Sledding, or we also say going sledding, is when you sit on a sled, a flat piece of equipment, and slide down a snowy hill. It's super fun. In some places, people also call it tobogganing.
What about more relaxing activities?
Well, when it's cold outside, I love to stay indoors and read a book by the fireplace.
Stay indoors means to remain inside your house. The opposite is to go outdoors or go outside. And a fireplace is the place in a home where you can make a fire to keep warm.
There's something cozy about winter evenings indoors.
Cozy, that's a perfect winter word. Cozy means warm, comfortable, and pleasant. We use it a lot in winter. This room is so cozy. I love cozy winter nights.
Speaking of memories, let me tell you a funny winter story from when I was about 10 years old.
Ooh, I love stories. Everyone listening, pay attention. Stories help you learn English naturally.
So it was a cold January morning, and school was canceled because of heavy snow. I was so excited. I woke up early and looked out the window. Everything was white and beautiful.
Woke up is the past tense of wake up, meaning to stop sleeping. Keep going.
I quickly put on my warmest clothes and ran outside. I wanted to be the first person to make footprints in the fresh snow. Do you know what footprints are?
Yes, footprints are the marks your feet make in the snow. Fresh snow with no footprints looks perfect and untouched.
Exactly. So I ran outside without telling my mom. I started building a snow fort. That's like a little snow wall or house. I was having so much fun. But then I realized something terrible.
What happened?
I had locked myself out. Locked yourself out means you close the door and can't get back inside because you don't have the key. I forgot to take the house key with me.
Oh no, what did you do?
I knocked on the door for 10 minutes, but my mom was in the shower and couldn't hear me. I was standing in the freezing cold, shivering.
Shivering means shaking because you're very cold. Your body shakes to try to get warm.
Finally, my mom opened the door. She was laughing so hard. I learned an important lesson that day. Always take your key before going outside in winter.
That's a great story and a good lesson for everyone. Now let's talk about something delicious, winter food. Mike, what do you like to eat and drink in winter?
Oh, definitely hot chocolate. It's my favorite winter drink.
Hot chocolate, also called hot cocoa, is a warm, sweet drink made with chocolate and milk. It's perfect for cold days. Do you add anything to yours?
Yes, I love to add marshmallows on top.
Marshmallows are soft, sweet, white treats that float on top of hot chocolate. When they start to melt, they make the drink even more delicious.
What about you, Sarah? What's your favorite winter drink?
I love tea, especially herbal tea. When I come home cold, I make myself a cup of tea and it warms me up immediately.
Warm up is a great phrasal verb. It means to become warm after being cold. You can say, I need to warm up, or come inside and warm up by the fire.
Exactly. Now, what about food? What do people like to eat in winter?
I love soup. Hot soup on a cold day is perfect. My favorite is chicken noodle soup.
Soup is very popular in winter because it's hot, filling, and comforting. We often say soup is hearty. That means it's filling and satisfying.
Another winter favorite is stew. It's similar to soup, but thicker, with meat and vegetables cooked slowly together.
Delicious. What about desserts?
In winter, people love to bake. Things like cookies, pies, and cakes are popular. The house smells amazing when you're baking.
Baking means cooking in an oven, especially sweet things like cakes and cookies. Many families bake together in winter. It's a cozy activity that also makes the house smell wonderful.
Sarah, let's teach our listeners some common winter expressions and idioms.
Great idea. These are phrases English speakers use all the time. Let's start with an easy one. Cold as ice.
This means extremely cold. You can say, your hands are cold as ice, or that water is cold as ice.
Here's another one. Snowed under.
Interesting. This one is not about actual snow. When you're snowed under, it means you have too much work to do. For example, I can't meet you tonight. I'm snowed under with work.
Good explanation. How about break the ice?
Break the ice means to make people feel more comfortable in a social situation, especially when meeting for the first time. For example, he told a joke to break the ice at the meeting.
Here's a phrase we use when we're very, very cold. Freezing my toes off or freezing my butt off.
Yes, these are informal expressions. They're a funny, exaggerated way to say, I'm extremely cold. Be careful, though. Freezing my butt off is a bit casual, so use it with friends, not in formal situations.
Good point. What about cabin fever?
Cabin fever is a feeling of restlessness or irritability that happens when you've been indoors for too long, especially in winter. A cabin is a small house, often in the woods, so cabin fever is that trapped feeling when you can't go outside because of bad weather.
Example, after 3 days of being stuck inside during the snowstorm, I had serious cabin fever. Mike, winter is different in different parts of the world. Can we talk about that?
Absolutely. In some countries like Canada, Russia, and parts of the United States, winter is very cold with lots of snow.
Right. In these places, temperatures can drop below zero. That means it's colder than 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
But in other places, like Australia and countries near the equator, they don't really have winter like we do.
Exactly. In the southern hemisphere, when we have winter, they have summer. So December and January are warm months there.
And some tropical countries don't have 4 seasons at all. They might have a rainy season and a dry season instead.
That's right. So when you talk to people from different countries, remember that their winter experience might be very different from yours.
Some people have never even seen snow.
Can you imagine? For me, winter without snow doesn't feel like winter at all.
Let's practice some useful questions you can ask people about winter.
Good idea. Here's the first one. What's the weather like?
This is a very common question. People love talking about weather. You can answer, it's freezing, it's snowing, it's really cold today, or it's not too bad.
Another question. Did you get much snow?
You can answer, yes, we got about 20 centimeters, or no, not much this year, or not yet, but it's supposed to snow this weekend.
How about, are you staying warm?
This is a nice friendly question to show you care about someone. You can answer, yes, I'm bundling up, or trying to, it's so cold, or yes, I've been staying indoors mostly.
Here's another. Have you gone skiing, skating, or sledding yet?
You might answer, yes, I went last weekend and it was great. Or, not yet, but I'm planning to go soon. Or, no, I'm not really into winter sports.
Not really into means you don't particularly like something. It's a polite way to say you're not interested.
Well, everyone, we've covered a lot of winter vocabulary and expressions today.
We talked about weather, clothing, activities, food, and even some idioms.
Remember, the best way to learn is to practice. Try using some of these words and phrases this week.
You could describe the weather to a friend, talk about what you're wearing, or share what you like to do in winter.
Don't worry about making mistakes. That's how we learn.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your friends who are learning English.
And try to watch some winter-themed movies or TV shows in English. It's a fun way to hear these words used naturally.
Stay warm, everyone.
And keep practicing your English.
Goodbye. See you next time. Vocabulary review. Weather words. Freezing, very cold. Snowstorm, heavy snow with wind. Covered in snow, snow everywhere. Frost, thin ice on surfaces. Icicle, hanging piece of ice. Black ice, invisible ice on roads. Clothing, bundle up, wear many warm clothes. Sweater, warm top. Parka, very warm coat. Scarf, goes around neck. Beanie or hat, covers head. Gloves, separate fingers. Mittens, fingers together. Boots, warm waterproof shoes. Layers, multiple pieces of clothing. Activities, skiing, sliding down snowy mountains. Hit the slopes, go skiing. Ice skating, gliding on ice. Build a snowman, make a person from snow. Snowball fight, throwing snowballs. Sledding, sliding down hills on a sled. Stay indoors, remain inside. Descriptions, cozy, warm and comfortable. Shivering, shaking from cold. Warm up, become warm. Hearty, filling and satisfying. Expressions, cold as ice, extremely cold. Snowed under, too much work. Break the ice, make people comfortable. Cabin fever, restless from being inside.